Now that you have an office space of more than 20 people working with
Yeah,
you
we have
now?
around 25 people
25
working
people.
now.
25 people heading towards the same objective. But in the early days, when you had this, who was the biggest influence that you had?
So I wouldn't say there's one influence, right? In any business, there's so many different functions. And I like to call these people my personal board of advisors.
Okay.
While my company has a board and a board of advisors, I have kind of very consciously over the last couple of years developed my own, right? So these are people from different walks of life who kind of mentor me personally. And I think they have been the ones who've kind of, been the cheerleaders and guiding force since day one. So my first angel investor is Dale Vaz.
Okay.
He's the ex-CTO of Swiggy and now he's working on his own venture. But essentially Dale was one of the first few people I even pitched. I don't even know if it was called a pitch. It was more like in my living room talking about, I want to do something in sustainability. But he understood, right? Because he had worked with Infosys in the US at a client, at a client location which was working in the grocery segment, and he understood organic produce and sustainability, and they were trying to do something in that space with that project with Infosys. Then he had worked with Amazon and then of course Swiggy. So he had that consumer market experience, plus he had a multi-brand environment experience, because a lot of people have this notion that, we're a D2C brand. We're not. They're two very, very different things. The way we approach marketing, the way we approach everything is very different from how a D2C brand approaches it. So he was a perfect person when it came to technology and product. He was one of the people who told us that, you need to build your product from scratch. However difficult it's going to be initially, it's going to pay off. And we're seeing that today, right? My team is very lean in comparison to the kind of business that we do. And that's only because our platform is built like a self-service platform, right? Sellers kind of help themselves when it comes to the platform. We have created the platform such that we only get involved when it comes to kind of implementing an SOP to maintain the standards of the platform. So Dale was one of those people. Then one of the angels on my cap table is Nikhil Vora of Sixth Sense Ventures. Sixth Sense, of course, as we know, is investors some of the largest purpose-driven D2C brands and maverick in that space. And I think a lot of what I've learned from Nikhil has been kind of what not to do. Because he and his businesses have been there, done that. So a lot of things, when we bounce ideas off him, we kind of, his wisdom and his experience over the years puts us a couple miles ahead in the game, because he helps us with those insights and intel. So yeah, I've built my personal board of advisors. Some of them are investors, some of them are just well-wishers, some of them are peers who are also founders. But it's helped immensely. I mean, if we look at the accelerated growth Meolaa's had over the last 18 years, it's largely been because we had this ecosystem surrounding us.
Okay.